Ric Flair doesn't know his real name because he was adopted on the black market.
Is that true? If so,
What?
that's my leading. That's my leading thing.
What do you mean he's? What does that even mean? Adopted on the black market?
Can you make the font bigger, Pimp?
He was adopted shortly after he was born in 1949, February of 1949, in Memphis, Tennessee, and his adoption was arranged by the Tennessee Children's Home Society, an orphanage that was involved in kidnapping babies and offering them up to those looking to adopt. Could you imagine you're just a mom and dad, and you go to adopt a baby, and you adopt baby infant Ric Flair?
Oh my
God!
God!
How insane would that be?
That would be. He's in like the crib with like a bedazzled diaper.
Yeah,
just like with he's like when he cries, he's like woo, woo!
And that's
slapping
how you know
his mom across the tits.
He survived a plane crash in 1975.
Wow.
Yeah, 1975 survived a plane crash, which is the year Sal Vulcano was born.
76, but
I was in Ute. October 1979. Were you swimming in your dad's nuts, or were you already implanted?
October 79. 79?
75. October 75. Were you nuts swimming, or were you implanted?
I was nuts.
You were nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's still good. You were still kind of.
I was in the conversation.
You were in the area.
Yeah.
He also survived a lightning strike.
Jesus
the
Christ.
only thing Ric Flair's not going to be able to survive is the roast by Sal Vulcano.
Should I take it?
I would take it. Hell yeah, dude. You're a huge wrestling fan.
Yeah.
That's like if they asked me to roast George Washington.
Yeah.
Like,
I know. I feel like I should. I don't know if it's like, hey, we want you to do this, but it said
you're in the running.
It said we're looking for someone to be the roast master. We know that you like wrestling and you could do it. Do you have any interest? Let us know. We'll give you all the information.
Here's the thing. You have the interest, but do we have the time? Because to write a roast of Ric Flair and you being the roast master, you got to come out swinging. You got to come out hard. This might be the D stands for delegation on this one.
Okay.
You want to put that D in those jokes. And by D, I do mean dick, but I also mean delegation.
Right.
So I think that might be, we have a team of people coming out. And because it's very, dude, to sit there and write roast jokes to be the roast master, it's got to be your focus for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you can't. You already said you're doing Vancouver July 22nd. You can't do it.
I know. And I'm coming back, and then, it's rough. I am free that weekend, I think. But it's tough.
I don't know if a weekend's enough to write Ric Flair roast master jokes. If you were just on the panel, I'd say you cannot get out on the plane. But the roast master?
Yeah, because then I got to hit everybody else.
You got to hit everybody.
And I'll tell you who else is going to be there.
Let's see.
Some of the people that are supposed to be there.
Let me do a couple of guesses. Who else is on it? Jim Norton.
No, there's no other comics yet.
Oh, okay.
But some of the people that'll be that might be like on the dais or something. It's not mentioning any other comics or wrestlers, but non-comics and non-wrestlers. Charles Barkley.
Okay, Charles Barkley.
We can roast him up good.
Okay, we can roast
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock, we can roast him.
Charlie Sheen.
Oh my God, you have AIDS.
Yeah, Ice-T.
Oh, Ice-T, hit him with jokes about Lipton.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, absolutely.
Dennis Rodman.
We
could lace into all those people.
Yeah, you can lace into them.
I also, though, I put myself in the crosshairs, though. But, come at me.
Come at me.
You can't say anything to me I haven't heard before.
Come at me, Snoop Dogg. Yeah. I think that's honestly, see, here's the thing. How do you feel initially, the first moment when you got that email? What did you say?
I was like, oh, my God, because he's a legend, And I was like, that would be really fun. Like, I was like immediately trying to think of like jokes.
Right.
But then I'm like, I have no time. I'm filming, so I'd have to be home. Like I have no time. I'd be squeezing that in the 1% of time that I have.
Who are you going to give it to? If you could trade it off to anybody, who would you give it to? The roast of Ric Flair. Who would you just gift it to?
I'd probably give it to another comic that is a wrestling fan.
Big J, Roy Wood Jr.
Well, they're not wrestling fans though.
Are they not? Big J just looks like a wrestler.
Yeah, I don't think Big J. I think Big J knows like old school stuff, but I don't know if he watches now.
Who's like a diehard wrestling fan?
Taylor Williamson. Who's a really funny. I don't know Ron though. I'm surprised they didn't ask Ron actually.
Taylor Williamson is, if they ever make, and they should, if they ever make a live to action Pinocchio, he's Pinocchio. Doesn't he just look like a little puppet boy?
He has a look about him.
He has a little
that is
puppet,
innocent.
a
And
little
even if you
puppet
talk
boy
to him,
look.
He's very like innocent in the way that
He's the best. Yeah, look at it.
Yeah.
Taylor Williamson. There he is. Great kid, Taylor
Yeah,
Williamson.
he's a buddy of mine.
I've known Taylor a long time. I love Taylor.
You guys, this story is pretty crazy.
Okay, so Ric Flair was getting off a plane in Richmond, Virginia, which is the state capital.
Wait, he was getting off a plane where?
Richmond, Virginia.
I will be there October 28th at the Carpenter Theater at 7 p.m. October 28th.
Richmond, Virginia. State capital of Virginia. Also, the former Confederate capital of the Confederate States.
Oh, really?
That's what it was. It was Richmond, baby.
Oh, all right.
They didn't have the jetways back then, back in the late 70s, and I was late for a match. I was a world champion then. I was wrestling Ricky Steamboat at the Richmond Coliseum.
Wow.
Finally, they let us all get off the plane. I got off, I was walking, I didn't get 10, 15 feet, and all of a sudden, I felt this pressure boom, and my umbrella shot 50 feet in the air. I thought, what the hell? Lightning hit the top of my umbrella, bounced off and hit a guy in the eye 5 feet behind me and killed him. What? Right there, I just stood there looking at the guy and froze. It scared me to death.
Wow.
What? Could you imagine?
Well, it looks like he's been Walking Dead ever since, really. So
Yeah.
let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Could you imagine being killed because you got stabbed in the eye with Ric Flair's lightning bolt umbrella?
The odds, and you know what has to happen there at that wake?
Yeah.
You know, like the family of that guy has to, like, no, what you heard is right. Ric Flair got hit with lightning, and then the umbrella shot into the air and then came down and pierced Philip, and he died from the lightning umbrella.
It went right through his eye.
Yeah, no, hey, thank you so much. Hey, no, yeah, what you heard is right.
Yes.
Rick, yeah, we have it closed because the umbrella went through his...
He didn't get struck by... No. He did not get struck by lightning directly. He got Ric Flair, the wrestler.
Yes,
Ric Flair
yes.
hit his umbrella, and then the umbrella hit him in the eye.
Thank you for coming so much.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Well, Ric Flair's he didn't...
No, Ric Flair didn't
murder
kill him.
He's here because he feels bad. Yeah, his umbrella did, yes.
Yes, exactly.
No, but it wasn't Ric Flair's fault. Lightning hit Ric Flair.
No, I know he had cancer. That's not what he died from.
That's not
They
it.
found cancer after, when they were trying to save his life, they found a mass on his gallbladder, but that Ric Flair didn't put it there.
No.
Yes. So thank you for coming.
The umbrella is still in him in the cast. Yes.
Yes.
Couldn't get it out.
We did. Yes, Ric Flair did take the umbrella back because it was raining.
Don't be a fake, don't be a flake, don't run away from your feelings, babe.